What's going on, guys? So I'm back with the Dragon Ball Super reviews, and we're doing episode 85 today. I apologize that once again I'm kind of late, but it's been a busy week. Hopefully next week, well I guess tomorrow's episode will be on time because it is a big episode. It's actually the only one out of all these build-up episodes that's actually been a little advertised with Android 17 coming back, and so they've been hyping it up a little bit. They actually released a trailer today advertising Android 17. And it's weird that in the trailer they use the name Android 17 because I could have swore that it was artificial. Like all the big YouTubers and all the translators, they always would say artificial human, and I heard that Android was actually a dub name and that they're actually technically cyborgs. But I guess they're using the name Android 17 anyway, which if I recall, this is the first time they've ever actually used that dub name. But anyway, on to the episode. So it starts off with Goku and Gohan, and they are flying together, and Goku says to Gohan, hey, go get Piccolo, or go talk to Piccolo, have him make sure he's ready to go to the tournament. And then when Gohan goes away, Goku sees a giant explosion off in the distance, and it's actually Buu, who is significantly skinnier because of the training in a city. And so Goku goes off to check that out. But meanwhile, all of the Kais are actually having a meeting. They all meet up with each other. They're all having like this Skype/Discord phone call, and basically they're all trying to basically see if they can talk to Zeno and maybe change their decision to destroy all the losing universes. And the Universe 9 Kaioshin is freaking the fuck out because he knows how weak as hell and how pathetic his universe is, so he's all freaking out. And he's like, well, I gotta go find my team members, so bye. And he ends the call. And they all think that, one of the Kaioshins thinks that it would be a good idea to have the fight. It'd be a good idea for the fight, because he just thinks it'd be interesting. He thinks that a fight would be fun, but a lot of other ones disagree, and so they just start arguing. But they decide to try to put forth the idea that maybe if they talk to Zeno, they will withdraw from destroying the universe. But we fast forward, and Goku is back here fighting with Buu, and they actually start to fight, which I assumed was going to happen. But Goku and Buu fight, and Buu actually ends up knocking him out of bounds. Goku actually doesn't even go Super Saiyan in this fight, but we can tell that Goku's not even going all out. But Goku says, "Oh wow, that was amazing! I can't wait to see you're so strong." But I don't think this skinny Buu thing is gonna last, because we see Buu in the preview as being fat still, or in the opening as being fat still, while the tournament starts. So this skinny thing has got to be just for like a one episode thing. He's probably gonna slack. He's like, because it's only been like what, 2 hours, and he's already this skinny since they announced the tournament. So he's got 38 hours left. If it took him 2 hours to get that skinny, and there's 38 hours left, he's probably gonna get fat again. He's probably gonna take, he takes a nap. So probably when he wakes up from the nap, he's probably gonna be all fat again. So anyways, Mr. Satan is just joking, and he's just like, well, you've been working pretty hard. So he goes and takes the nap. And then we see, let's see here. Oh yeah, we fast forward to Universe 11, and we see Toppo in this really interesting, he's in like a tuxedo, and he goes into this bar, and all he can think about is his fight with Goku. And we get to see some other Universe 11 fighters. We get this cool cyborg guy with a beret. He's got scars everywhere. He's just talking to him about the fight, nothing really too interesting. But then this creature starts to attack this one city in their universe, and they're flying around in this spaceship, and they're like, oh, okay, we gotta go, destroy it, right? But then we see that a lot of the gods of destruction are also having a meeting, and I love that they brought this up, because me and Danny D's World have been saying that this arc is all kind of meta of the fan base, and I kind of agree, especially with what Vados says here, because there's been so many people in the fan base that have been saying, oh, Goku's a villain, Goku's the worst character because he started this idea of doing this tournament. But Vados says, well, if he hadn't suggested that Zeno-sama holds the Tournament of Power, Zeno would have destroyed all of the universes anyway. At least Goku's giving one universe here a fighting chance, right? At least he's giving them a fighting chance. And Jerez, or I believe that's her name, of Universe 2, she thinks that he's beautiful. Bermaud, I think his name. He says, Universe 7 won't stand a chance against Universe 11, not against our Pride Troopers. But Champa gets all pissed off, and he ends the call, and he ends up calling Kaba, and tries to get him to bring more Saiyans. So I guess that's where we're going to see the female Broly come in. And then we fast forward back to Universe 11 with that monster, and we see the bunny-looking Beerus creature. I'm not sure if he is related to Beerus, because I could have swore all of Beerus' race were cats. But I guess that's just an assumption, I suppose. But yeah, and I guess it's not to say that he isn't a cat. It's just that he just highly resembles a bunny. In fact, he reminds me of there was a couple characters on Ninja Turtles that look similar to him. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dumb. But anyways, they're all fighting this giant squid monster thing, and this really reminds me of just classic Toku Sentai of the Ginyu Force, and I don't know. It's just really cool to see. Almost like I kind of agree with Geekdom. Like I really do kind of want like a Pride Troopers spinoff show, so it could kind of just be like Power Rangers or whatever. We get to see our first look of Jiren, and he's just doing meditating, which I'm sure he's probably heard about the tournament. He's just doing this intense meditating, so he's probably getting super ready for the tournament. Goku goes and visits Dende. Dende is going to try to locate Android 17 for him. And like I said, next week we got a big episode for Android 17. But then we go back over to Universe 6, where Champa is talking to his Supreme Kai, and they're all just talking about building their team and all sorts of things like that. And that's where he calls Kaba to ask about more female Saiyans. And then we see Gohan finally finds Piccolo, and Piccolo's meditating on a rock. And Gohan says, "I have a request." And but Piccolo says, "I'm already prepared. That soft, weakened body of yours, I'll retrain it." So he's gonna basically help Goku retrain and get better as a fighter. Goku's still trying to find out where Android 17 is, and there he is. He's on the. There's only 37 hours left until the Tournament of Power begins. But yeah, we see Android 17, and I'm so excited for next week's episode. And yeah, comment down below what you guys thought about this week's episode. This episode was kind of cool. It had a lot of lore building with like seeing Universe 11 and seeing what a lot of the other gods of destruction were like. But I'm really more excited for next week's episode because it looks really action-packed. Naoki Tate is back as doing a lot of great animation work, and I couldn't be more excited. So, alright guys, I'll catch you later.